Good day everyone. Welcome to our program, 5 GATOS katuig ng Pagtoo, 500 years of faith in celebration of the 500 years of Christianity that the Spanish missionaries brought to our islands 500 years ago. Istoryahan tayo na ihuunonghan Amoris Laetitia, the apostolic exhortation of Pope Francis on the joy of love in the family. The joy of love in the family. I want us to discuss and to talk about the joy of love in the family because it's something very important and very timely. Yan na nga, we're celebrating the 5th year of Amoris Laetitia from the time that it was written by Pope Francis, no? After a synod on the family in 2014 and 2015. Amo ini ang produkto hadtong nga synod on the families. And as I said, this is very important because all of us come from a family. That's why the topic of families is very dear to us, is very close to our hearts, and this is something that we should all be happy to read about and also to talk about and discuss, no? On how we can have that joy in the family. Because it's not automatic. We all know that nga tanang kita nga adahin sa kapamilya, maaram kita nga dire madali nga magkakamay adahin kalipayan kada usa all the time because families being composed of people, bisan kuno usan at tinikangan usa nga mga kag-anak, same set of parents, hopefully for the family that we know, we're not talking here of blended families, no? But families that come from a mother and a father, no? And children who are born in that family nga uusa ka nanay nga hitatay. Bisan kun uusa na tinikangan, maaram kita nga iba-iba it aton personalidad, iba-iba it aton kinaiya, di ba? Iba-iba. May ada tahimik, warala ringasa, may ada naman bibong-bibo. So bisan it mga batasan, no? Nag-iiba-iba liwat, nag-iiba-iba. Salit kinahanglan, no? Hibaro kita how to have that joy in the family, because as I said, it's not automatic, although it's there, no? It's there for the taking. It's there for the taking, but we have to work for it also. We have to work for it. And ito nga damo nga mga challenges nga inaatubang, damo nga mga ayat kinabuhi as a family inaatubang, no? Damo nga mga pamilya, damo nga mga members of that family, the married couple, the children, damo la nga mga challenges, because it's part of the deal. It's part of the deal. We go back to our fallen nature, asya it nga aada and sila nga nagiging cause, no? Hit kasuruban yung mga dire mag-upay ng mga panitabo. Din yan apostolic exhortation ni Pope Francis on the joy of family. Nasan hiya that the joy of love experienced by families is also the joy of the church. It kalipayan hit mga pamilya, kalipayan liwatit simbahan, and as the Synod Fathers noted, no, an era Synod on families, no, remember duha ka tuig, no, maadahin meeting, council in Rome, and mga Synod Fathers composed of clergy, bishops, and also some laities, members of the laity, who can contribute something on the study of the family. Nakita nila nga, for all the many signs of crisis in the institution of marriage, bisan ko niya na parang na-challenge, no? Marriage, pag-asawa, babae and lalaki, the desire to marry and form a family remains vibrant. Damo lagi hap it karuyag magpakasal. Damo lagi hap it karuyag magkamayadahin pamilya, especially among young people. And this is an inspiration to the church. Sa ring ni Pope Francis, bidahan chapter 1, hini nga Amoris Laetitia. Amo ini an observation han mga synod fathers nga bisan kon dire madali it pagkamayada yung pamilya, dire madali pag-asawa. Damo lagi hap it karuyag mag-asawa ngahin magkamayada pamilya. And this is welcome news to the church also. Nalilipay liwat iton itatong simbahan. This is good news. This is good news. And I can attest to that, no? Nga, bisan niya na nga pandemya. Bisan niya na nga pandemya, nga damo it restrictions, no? Bisan it pagkasal. There was a time nga, waray pa kakapagkasal, simbahan. Kay mga lockdown man ang aton mga simbahan. Bisan din mga civil marriages, no? Hakorte. Because as judges, we have an authority to officiate a civil wedding. No? That's a civil wedding versus a church wedding. Waray daman, there was a period nga waray kami pakakapagkasal, and some people were inquiring kung uunan nira makasal during the pandemic. And I actually officiated 3 or and now more, no? Civil marriages during the pandemic. May mga protocols nga ino-observe han pag abri na ngahaw han mga korte, and then yan it mga simbahan abri na ngahaw salit people can now get married. But as I said, even during we're still in the time of pandemic, but at the height, no, of the pandemic, nga mga lockdown and mga simbahan, damo ana inquire kunonan onira makasal hira ha simbahan man or a civil wedding in the courts, no, in the courts. So hining synod, no, the third extraordinary general assembly of the Synod of Bishops that was held on October 18, 2014. Tapos sinundan liwat ini and the 14th Ordinary General Assembly of the Synod of Bishops on October 24, 2015. Iragin irestoryahan ang hiunanghan families. Ang hiunanghan families. How we can encourage families, how we can help families nga yan nga mga panahon nga, as I said, damo nga it karuyag i-redefine kung ano it marriage, kung ano it kasal, no? So, and then damo nga mga marriages in ginaaging kakurian it ibangani na break up, no? The families, the marriage breaks down, and then the family is affected. Labi na it kabataan. So, Asya it nga miriting hira dita Rome at the mga synod fathers ginirestoryahan nira pag ginadman nira ano ba ini nga mga problema nga inaatubang hit mga married couples kahin mga families all over the world, and how can we help them, no? That's the most important part. Unang pagkabulig hit mga family that are facing, no, all of these challenges. So the synod process allowed for an examination of the situation of families in today's world, and to have broader vision and a renewed awareness of the importance of marriage and the family. No, importante it kasal nga which builds the family. No, it is marriage that builds the family. Because we know that the family is the basic unit of society. And also the domestic church, no, which we keep on calling, it is the domestic church because it starts in the family. Pagka nagkakamayada kitahin society, nagkakamayada tahin community, nagkakamayada tahin probinsya, nasod, because of families, no? Because that's what compose the society, no? Families compose the society. And dito aton simbahan, mait masulod it simbahan, no? Kundi ang mga members of the family and the families themselves. That's how important the family is. That's why in our civil law, we have a law on marriage and the family. And in our Constitution, we have provisions in the Constitution that protect the family. And I think we are the only constitution in the world na may ada provisions on how to protect the family as an inviolable social institution. So it state na Estado interesado hin pagprotektar hit pamilya, labi na it simbahan. Interesado kita nga maprotektaran ta it pamilya, kay importante it pamilya. So sa ring ni Pope Francis didaahan synod, no? Bishops, synod of on the family. The complexity of the issues that arose revealed the need for continued open discussion of a number of doctrinal, moral, spiritual, and pastoral questions. No? So ini nga mga issues, mga problema, mga challenges nga inaatubang mga pamilya all over the world, nakita ang kinahanglan magkamaada pasigi nga diskusyon on a number, no, on doctrinal, no, kung ano ba tutdo it simbahan hiunong it pamilya, ano ba it spirituality hit pamilya, and what are the moral issues and pastoral questions uunan unta as a church, no, uunan unta ipakabulig hit mga pamilya nga hit mga marriages. So we have hiton han synod. It went on there were 2 years when the synod on the family, no, was conducted, was held. Kay you need time, you need a lot of time, no, to discuss these issues and then try to come up, no, with solutions to the challenges, to the problems. So kinahanglan mag-reflect, no? Kinahanglan mag-reflect para maintindihan ta pa mamaupay, para magkamay-ada tahin mga solusyon, no? nga ungod nga makakabulig pagsulbar o hit mga problema nga inaatubang hit mga pamilya, nga hit mga married couples or marriages, no? Siring liwat didihit apostolic exhortation ni Pope Francis on the Amoris Laetitia. Kinahanglan liwat it mga solutions. The country is specific, no? He mentioned something like that. Hidiri nga one size fits all. Nga it solution hit mga problema dito sa Amerika, pareho da ma it solution hit mga problema din sa Pilipinas. Kay nag-iiba-iba aton kultura, it aton way of life, nag-iiba-iba it aton mga traditions, aton mga practices. And Pope Francis said nga kinahanglan we have to consider those differences also, the different practices, the customs, traditions, no, hit bawat nasod, hit bawat mga members, no, of that country. Salit sa ring ni Pope Francis, we have to be country specific. Dere nga pareho it solusyon. Although di man daman buot sigon, no, that what works in one country will not work in another country. But we cannot impose. I think that was the message of the Holy Father. We cannot say nga kung ano it solution hini nga usa nga country amo da mait magiging solution in another country. We have to study the situation of each one, and because our culture, no, is very diverse, and so we have to respect, no, the diversity in culture of the different countries. So Pope Francis was impressed mga synod process sa rin niya, and it was illuminating, no, daman iya mas naintindihan pa an iya kinita an iya pag-intindihan family mas pa darahini nga synod on the family, no, that was held for 2 years. So there was time, no, to reflect on a lot of things, and time to discuss and explore ways, no, by which we can help families and marriages. And certainly, Pope Francis, I am grateful for the many contributions that helped me to appreciate more fully the problems faced by families throughout the world. No, so that's the beauty of Amoris Laetitia. It's the beauty of Amoris Laetitia. Dara kay ginadman, pinangadian, ngan nag-reflect talaga ang mga members, no, of the synod, including the Holy Father. Salit mas naintindihan nila nga mga nanhihitabo yana dinhi kalibutan, mahitungod hit mga pamilya, hit mga marriages, mga married couples, hit mga mag-aragsawa, hit mga members of the family. It's quite complex, but at the same time, not without remedies, no? Not without remedies. Kay kung aada it aton pagpangadi, pagampong, hit pagpabulig hit Holy Spirit, para maintindihan ta kung ano ini nga mga nanihitabo, ngan kung uunan unta susolusyonan kung may ada mga kakurian nga ginaagian hit mga pamilya nga hit married couples. So for this reason, sabi ni Pope Francis nga kinahanglan magkamay-adahin reflection nga hin dialogue and pastoral practice, no? Amo ini ang tutulong nga mga fruits, no, of the apostolic exhortation of the synod of the fathers on the family. Magkamay-adahin reflection, kinahanglan we need to, take some moments, no, some time, not just moments, but some time to reflect on what is happening. So we live in a very busy world nga maray na hit reflection. People don't reflect anymore, but this is the challenge of Pope Francis. Kinahanglan we should take time out to reflect on things. Ngahin magkamay-ada hin dialogue, kinahanglan magkukurukayakan, mag-irestorya para mas magkaintindihan the different members of the family, para magkamay-ada hiton nga kalipayan, the joy of love in the family, and pastoral practice, no? Kinahanglan hintambulig hit simbahan para hit aton mga families and marriages. Han pagpirmahin ni Pope Francis han Amoris Laetitia on March 19, 2016. That was the year of the Jubilee Year of Mercy. That was the Jubilee Year of Mercy. Nga siring ni Pope Francis nga very timely ini nga Amoris Laetitia, the joy of love in the family, nga yana niya kapirmahi, yana nahuman han Jubilee Year of Mercy. Una-una because it represents an invitation to Christian families to value the gifts of marriage and the family, and to persevere in love, is strengthened by the virtues of generosity, commitment, fidelity, and patience. So this is an invitation to Christian families. Iniimbitar kita nga mga Christian families, nga mga pamilya, nga mga Kristiyano, nga pahalagahan naton, no? Tagantayin importansya ang mga regalo han kasal, han pag-asawa, nga han pamilya. Not to take it for granted, because these are gifts, no? Marriage and family